3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Take a breather, cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Yeah! Check the backer. Check 26, check 26.
On first down, Beard. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Beard. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
They'll run on first down. Vernon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Don't say nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Vernon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Pollard. Oh, good move. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Ready. 18 gator, 18 gator. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go. Watch the screen. You go tight. Go. You got tight right there. 51. 51.
From the gun on third down, Beer. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Let's go.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's see what you got. Check. Check.
They run the counter. Vernon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get off. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 52. Hustle. Hey, watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd down, Beard. And he will find his man on the outside. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Switch.
Run for Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Mike 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. SOS. Hit a roll. West.
He can run for it, and he will. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Beard. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Echo. All day, defense, all day. Hey, Mike 52. You must be dreaming.
Operating from the gun, Beard. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
It's been a long day for you.
To throw again. Beer. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give here to Pollard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Beard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 30, 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He's coming. He's coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Haskins going to throw again. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike back two. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Operating from the gun. Beard, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Washington.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Haskins on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd down, Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Haskins now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, come on now, come on now. Switch. Showing it. Slam. Back, set up.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Rhodes. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 44. I got him. 44. Three bud. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Vernon. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Beard. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Beard. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw. Beard. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
Set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On second down now. Pollard, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
To throw on third down. Beard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
31-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, it's Watson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Beard. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Haskins will throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
He's crashing.
Throwing on first down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. He's coming. We got double up.
Again, it's Haskins. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Bring it. Mike 19, Mike 19.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the Bobo.
Mike 19.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Looking to throw. Beard. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10 now. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.